Hello, adventurers. We have absolutely no time to waste. We have to get into something immediately. Have you ever come across something on your social media or in your email or whatever and asked yourself, hey, somebody actually sat down and took time to write this? We're in this. This is nonsense. This actually happened to me a few days ago. So a friend of mine posted something from the Michael Baisden page. Michael Baisden, for those of you who don't know, was a radio presenter here in the U.S. He was syndicated, and he said the sort of things that only black men, smart black men, would say in their heads, but would never say out loud. He was like a guilty pleasure because smart black men don't say the things that Michael Baisden says to women in their lives because it will just lead to confusion and chaos. But he's kind of like Rush Limbaugh, but not so much on crack. So anyway, this particular friend of mine posted something from Michael Baisden on his wall. He liked it, and I didn't respond because I was like, this is absolute rubbish. But it serves a purpose because it actually ties into something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, but just have never dedicated the time to doing. So let me just go ahead and read it to you, and then we can begin to discuss. So it's not clear if this particular post was written by Michael Baisden or by this guy called Major Mac, but I will read it to you. It says, message to women, being sexy is not enough. Are black women sexy? No doubt. When it comes to sexiness, sisters have no equal. But can I be honest with you? I'm actually tired of sexy black women. Now hear me out on this, please. Sexiness doesn't mean jack snot, not in the grand scheme of things. Visually appealing, yes, but I can't eat sexiness. Sexiness won't help pay these bills or pay off our student loans. Sexiness won't qualify for a mortgage or get the IRS off my back long enough to make my next big business move. Sexiness won't help me raise these kids. Neither will it teach my daughters their true worth and value in this world. We got way too many sexy sisters out here with nothing else to bring to the table. Sexiness is the totality of their package, and that's whack. Most black men are looking for a relationship want a useful woman. Visual appeal alone won't cut it. Besides, there are so many black women competing to be the sexiest, it's not even a race worth entering. Can you cook? Do you clean? Do you have mothering skills? Do you love your father? Respect him? Respect other black men in general? Have you divested yourself of prior relationship baggage? Can you hold a conversation about real-world events? And no, love and hip-hop doesn't count. Do you have a real relationship with a real God, or do you follow the fake one many American Christians have invented for themselves because he's more tolerable than the actual truth? These are the kinds of questions discerning men are asking nowadays. So if sexiness is all you bring to the table, you can keep it. I'd rather have a woman of pure, unadulterated substance. And I'm sure I speak for most conscious thinking brothers out here on this one. There's a new breed of black men out here, ladies, and we ain't settling for second best or taking any shorts. Either come correct or go get with Tyrone. That's all many of you are used to dealing with anyway. So many thoughts. Number one, why is the IRS on your back? What nefarious criminal activities have you been involved in to make the IRS come to look for you? And why are you bringing me, your supposed desired conscious woman, into this environment where the IRS is looking for you? Brother, please, no. We're not talking about Capital One. We're not talking about Chase Bank. We're not talking about a credit card company calling you at 6, 7, and 8 p.m. before you eat your steak dinner. We are talking about the IRS. So please, no. You can't ask a conscious woman to come into this. All you will get if you are a criminal is your so-called sexy woman. And what do you mean by sexy woman? As I sit here now and I'm looking at myself and my hair, I consider myself to be quite sexy. And I can go from where I'm sitting to a business meeting or to the grocery store or to meet with my kid's teacher, and there's no problem. But I'm still looking sexy. So by sexy, do you mean slatternly or like a slut, or what do you mean? Because even if you're talking about a slut is an entrepreneur. She is working to make money. She has commodified her body to make money. So what's your problem? She's bringing in income. I mean, let's just change this whole definition of what sexiness is. Sexiness is not just big breast and vaginal juices. Sexiness it covers a range of things. So your so-called conscious hotep sociological science is just nonsense. Number two, why are you looking for octopus in river? If you are tired of sexy women as a conscious brother, this is not the fault of the women who are around you. You have put yourself in an environment where there are only women that you consider to be sexy. You are looking for octopus in river. If you want octopus, you go to ocean. In river, we have bass fish, we have rainbow trouts. Sometimes we get tilapia. But octopus, there, it is not in river. So this is not the fault of the women in the environment. It's your fault for placing yourself in that environment. Number three, what do you mean, do I cook and do I clean? You said you are trying to pay off our student loans. So if we have student loans, it means I have also been to college, which would then translate to I probably also have a job. So if I have a job and you have a job, why are you concerned if I cook and do I clean? Do you cook and do you clean? Do you know how to raise children? Do you have a relationship with your father? Because we know the numbers. 70% of black children are born outside of wedlock, and most of those don't have a relationship with their father. Look at Future. Future is so concerned with Ciara and what she's doing with RW, but how many pictures have we seen with Future and his son? Very few. Do you have a relationship with your father? That. Well, I think I'm on number three. Number three, have you ever heard any rap song, R&B song, funk song extolling women for their brains? You've never heard it. This is the lies that men tell. Oh, I want a smart woman. But you've never seen a man writing poems about smart women who solve problems and, who can fix government deficits. Even our favorite R&B group, Boys to Men, you've never heard them sing a song about a smart woman. You never heard the guy with the deep voice say, "Yeah, baby, last night, the way you worked those quadratic equations, it just did something to me." You've never heard it. You've never heard Jodeci say, "Lady, I will stroll with you tonight." Tonight, you've never heard Jodeci offer to study with a woman. Never, never, never. And number four, you are asking me about a relationship with the true and living God, and do I have a relationship with the fake God that most American Christians have created for themselves? Who is sitting in the pulpit? Is it not a man? Is it not a man who created this fake God that you are just condemning me for adhering to? Talk to your brothers. Don't come and talk to me. Please. We have to change this definition of what we consider sexy, because as I sit here as an author who writes books and who blogs and who talks about social things, I consider myself sexy. My sisters who are doing public relations and who are out here doing women's rights work, they are sexy. My women who are in the science lab splitting atoms and blending fish protein with tomato protein. This is actually one of my friend's PhD program. She is sexy, okay? This is sexiness. Sexiness just isn't big breast and whatever. And then the other problem is, a black woman is sexy by nature, as the guy admitted. But that's not our fault. Scientifically, we have the most proportionate breast to waist to hip ratio. And this is coveted all over the world. It just is. So that's why you see Asian women, white women or whatever, going to get butt implants and trying to make their breasts bigger and taking out rib cages to get our proportions. But that's not our fault, okay? This is our God-given gift. The problem is our bodies have been commodified and sexualized. Look at the way we even treat high school students, black high school students, for wearing the same clothes that white girls wear. Oh, what you're wearing is too sexy. It's not my fault that the jeans are tight. It's because I have a big butt. It is what it is. Like I said, so many thoughts. But I want you adventurers to chime in as well. Because to me, this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. And I wish men would stop lying and saying they don't want a sexy woman. You're a liar. You're a liar. You are a liar. You desire the physical over the mental any day, because there are so many. If it were not true, you would be in the lab right now looking for a wife. You would be at the hospital looking for a wife. One of the female doctors said, "All my female doctor friends who are there husbandless." You haven't come to look for her. You are going to club to look for women. Adventurers, please leave your comments. I'm waiting.